Well, hello and welcome back to my living room. Meat Biscuit. This is my yoga companion right here. He is with me the majority of the time when I practice, and you'll get to see how that works. So, welcome back to my home. It's very good to have you. Tonight, we're going to do a practice that is just very focused on you. And I know that kind of sounds generic, but I want your thinking to be all about you. And so I'm going to leave you in affirmations that just kind of bring that mind over matter mentality to you. And I'm going to continue to remind you to think about how you're feeling, how you're receiving it, how are you breathing, and just really keep this focused on yourself. It's so easy and every day to get caught up in clients and business and patients, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, friends, neighbors, church family, volunteer efforts. I mean, all of it. And you just really, spouses, you get pulled left or right. And it's easy to forget to take care of you. And we have to pour in and we have to really exercise self-care. And it's not a selfish thing to take care of yourself. If anything, it's selfish to not take care of yourself, because if you don't have anything in your cup to pour from, then how do you give to others? How do you invest in them without investing in yourself? And so taking this time for you is huge. And so that's why this practice is about you. And so why are you doing yoga? Maybe you need to start with that question. And for me personally, you may or may not know this, but I have extreme scoliosis in my spine. And my hips, everything has been affected by it. Yoga is what has saved me from surgery. It's what saved me from being hooked on pain medication. And I've even gained height because of yoga, believe it or not. I went from 5'2" and a half, and now I'm 5'3" and 3/4. And when you're that short, believe me, every eighth of an inch is amazing. But because I choose to practice yoga, I have really had so many personal benefits, so much so that I wanted to learn to teach it. And so that's another story for another day. But yoga helps you learn to protect your posture. Yoga helps you learn to protect your core. It strengthens your core. If you have a strong core, you have a strong supported back. How many of us deal with back pain? And what we don't realize is a lot of times it starts right here in the belly. Yoga improves your flexibility, obviously, but I'm a yoga teacher and I'm not flexible. So how do I benefit? I benefit by the breathing. I benefit by the stretching. I may not be flexible in the world standards, but in my own standards, I've come millions of miles from where I started. And so tonight, just let that be about where your thoughts lie. Is where are you? Why do you yoga? And how do you feel? How are you receiving this? And so just slowly begin to draw the spine up, just nice, comfortable seated position, whether your feet are crossed or your legs are extended out or you're sitting in a chair or on your couch. Just begin to get comfortable. Begin to move the shoulders up, maybe forward, up and back a few times. Notice how you're feeling throughout the back and the side body. Notice any tension or soreness. Become aware of any areas of pain that you might have and just really honor those areas. Yoga is never ever made to hurt. It's one thing to be a little uncomfortable, but it's never painful. We honor our body. That's that first limb of yoga, ahimsa, nonviolence. So what I want you to do now is I want you just to begin to draw the spine up. Let the legs be nice and heavy wherever they're at, and just find length, lifting the head up toward the sky. The shoulders relax down. Your hands are heavy. They can be face up or face down on your thighs. Just find a moment of comfort and stillness. Close your eyes. Begin to deepen your breath. Don't change your breath any more than that. Don't judge it. Just notice how it feels to really consider the breath and connect with it. Begin to draw the breath deeper into the belly through the nose, and then exhaling slowly and deeply through the nose. And just try to maintain a connection with the breath as you practice. This is a really good anchor that keeps you present in the moment while you practice yoga. Inhale, slowly lift the gaze up to the sky. You can bring your bottom lip up over the top if you want for a little front extra stretch through the front side of the neck. Exhale, release. The chin slowly drops to the chest. Now from here, inhale and roll the right ear over the right shoulder while keeping that left arm and that whole side nice and heavy. Exhale, relax the chin down to the chest. Inhale, roll the left ear over to the left shoulder, again keeping that right side nice and heavy. Exhale, the chin down to the chest. Inhale, the belly draws in, the gaze lifts all the way up. You can bring that bottom lip up over the top if you like. Exhale, release, the chin drops to the chest. Inhale, roll right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, the chin releases down. Inhale, roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, the chin releases down. Inhale, lift the gaze all the way up. Bring that bottom lip up over the top. And as you exhale, release and allow the right ear to drop toward that right shoulder. Again, keeping a heaviness on that left side body. Inhale, lift the gaze all the way up. Exhale, release the left ear to the left shoulder while keeping the right side nice and grounded. Inhale, lift the gaze all the way up. Bring that bottom lip up over the top. Exhale, the chin releases all the way to the chest. Now slowly bring the gaze to neutral and close your eyes. In your mind, I want you to imagine a teacup saucer in the air in front of you, and just slowly begin to trace that small teacup saucer circle with your nose. You can enunciate the curves really well. Just breathe and just make these nice small circles with your nose. Now imagine your teacup saucer has been replaced by a dessert plate. And so your circle just gets a little bigger. And just slowly begin drawing bigger circles with your nose. And then just gently let it spiral even bigger to the size of a dinner plate. Continue breathing. Your head is still aligned over your heart. Your heart is aligned over your pelvis. The next time your gaze lifts all the way up, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, reverse the direction that you're going while still tracing that dinner-sized plate with your nose. And then slowly let the circle spiral a little smaller until you're at that dessert-sized plate. Continuing to draw the breath in deep to the lower belly. And then slowly spiral even smaller to that teacup saucer-sized plate. And then find stillness. Inhale, the belly draws in, the heart gently lifts. Exhale, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, sweep the palms up, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold at the hips. The upper body works toward the floor. Relax your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Your arms reach out. Breathe deeply. Now, if you have knee issues here, you can always straighten one of your legs if you need to. Don't hesitate. Or you can grab a block or a blanket and you can prop as you need to. Don't hesitate to adapt your practice to suit you. Breathe deep into the belly. Really force that low spine to find length. Adho Mukha Sukhasana, downward facing easy pose. Now from here, I want you to inhale and walk both palms over the left thigh. As you exhale, find length. Really reach those hands toward the upper right corner of your room. Keep that left thigh nice and heavy and grounded. Inhale, slowly lift the torso. Bring the left hand to the top of the right knee. And as you exhale, the right hand comes to the floor behind or beside you. Your head is still aligned over the heart over the pelvis. You're just gently twisting toward the right side. Your gaze can be in front of you or over the right shoulder. Find what works best for you. The important thing is to breathe. So not only are you getting that beautiful twisting motion, but your internal organs are also massaging against each other, like literally stimulating each other. This is very cleansing and detoxifying. Now from here, I want you to inhale, sweep that right palm all the way up, and as you exhale, draw it up and over toward the left side of the room. Again, while keeping the legs nice and heavy. Continue breathing into the belly. You're going to want to feel this stretch from the fingertip to the shoulder to the hip. Now inhale, sweep the right palm up. Exhale, slowly release. Come back to center. Roll those shoulders forward, up, and back a few times. Just find a little movement. Maybe doing a couple neck rolls. And then inhale, draw the belly in, sweep the palms up, gently reach back. Exhale, fold at the hips. Again, release that upper body toward the floor. The hands walk away from you with each exhale. With each inhale, you find space, pushing the belly against the legs, really forcing the back to stretch. Adho Mukha Sukhasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale, walk the palms over the left thigh. And again, just pause for a moment, really reaching toward that upper left corner of your room. Breathe deeply. The legs are nice and heavy here. Inhale, draw the torso up. Bring the right palm to the top of the left knee. And as you exhale, the left hand comes to the floor beside or behind you. The torso gently twists to the left, while maintaining that beautiful alignment. Continue breathing slowly and evenly. The shoulders are relaxed down and away from the ears, and your jaw is nice and soft. Now from here, really think about how your back is feeling as you're twisting. Did it pop when you were twisting? Is it uncomfortable? Is your belly uncomfortable as you twist? Did you pinch skin? Just really be aware of how you're feeling right now. Does it feel great? Are you noticing you can twist a little further each time you exhale? Now from here, inhale, lift that left palm up and gently reach it up and over to the right. Again, creating a beautiful stretch from the fingertip all the way down through that side body to the hip crease. How are you feeling as you stretch to the side? Do you feel that space being created between each rib on that left side? Do you feel supported? Are you wondering when we're going to get out of this pose? Inhale, lift the left palm up. Exhale, release it down. Again, draw those shoulders forward, up, and back a few times. Pause to let the hands rest on top of the knees for a moment. Close your eyes. Just become very aware of how you feel. Notice that subtle tingle of energy, just that little bit of movement we've done has garnered in your body. Notice your attitude, your energy. Notice your thought pattern. Now think to yourself, I am strong. And just let that be your focus for the next 3 deep breaths. Inhaling, I am strong, and drawing that thought and that idea deep into the low belly, letting it reside there, pausing, holding the breath, exhaling slowly and completely. And again, inhaling, I am strong, letting that reverberate through each cell in your being. Exhale slowly and completely. Inhale, I am strong. Let that resound throughout. your whole body, changing each cell. Exhale slowly. Now from here, we're going to do one of my favorite poses. I'm not going to lie. I'm an American, so I love instant gratification. So this is a pose that my aunt stole, and I stole from her. So in yoga, we steal from other teachers occasionally. Thank you for that, by the way, other yoga instructors throughout the world. We appreciate you. But this is genie pose, and I'm an American, and instant gratification is my thing. And this is the microwave of yoga poses. This is the most instant gratifying pose that I've ever found, because you notice the results immediately. And so just follow me on this. So I'm going to show my age here. So it's called genie pose. It's not like real yoga. It's just adapted. But anyway, I dream a genie, remember? You know, Samantha or whatever her name was, you know, Genie. Well, this is like that. So it's going to release the whole sternocleidomastoid muscle along from the jaw line that goes all the way down into the collarbone. So if you sleep wrong and you notice that crick in your neck, this is an amazing pose for you. You can do it standing, you can do it seated, you can do it in the car, not driving obviously. You can do it at the desk, wherever. And immediate results for real. Now, if you've been in a car wreck or you have whiplash, like, you need to talk to a physician before you do anything, obviously. So what I want you to do, I want you to draw the belly in, relax the shoulders. I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to look over the left shoulder. And I literally want you to peg where your gaze lies. Like, really look at it and notice the furthest point that you can see. And then come back to center. Now lift the right arm with the elbow bent in front of you, parallel to the floor, and then place the left arm bent directly on top of it. Draw the belly in, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Now, just moving the arms, keeping your head, heart, and hips center. Inhale, bump the arms, the elbows to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale, arms to the right, head, heart, and hips stay center. Exhale to center. And just let that be your flow of movement for the next couple breaths, just breathing and allowing yourself to really just flow with each breath. Again, keep yourself in good alignment with the head over the heart over the hips, and keep the belly lifted to support the spine. Keep the jaw nice and relaxed. You might notice that you're feeling this through the upper right arm and through that shoulder blade. Just keep breathing. Now come back to center, relax the arms down. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, look over the left shoulder, and notice how far your gaze went that time. For me, it's a big difference. So, and for a lot of my students it is too. So just notice where you're at, and if you got the benefit out of that, that's awesome. And if not, I apologize. I promise it was there for me, and I'm not lying. So now inhale deeply, exhale, look over the right shoulder, and again, really notice where your gaze goes. Come back to center, belly's drawn in, heart's gently lifted, shoulders are relaxed. Bend the left elbow, place the right arm right on top of it. Now again, keep the head, heart, and hips nice and centered. Don't move them, move only the elbows. Inhale, elbows bump to the left, exhale to center. Inhale, elbows to the left, exhale to center. And just let your breath lead you in the movement, keeping your legs nice and heavy, breathing slowly and evenly. One more, come back to center, relax the arms down, inhale deeply, exhale, look over that right shoulder. Pretty cool, huh? So just roll those shoulders a couple times. Notice how you're feeling. If your legs are crossed, go ahead and switch the direction, or whichever one's in front or on top. And if you had one leg out, just, switch it up. Find your alignment. The crown extends toward the ceiling. The shoulders relax down and away from the ears. Inhale, swoop the palms up. Gently reach back. Exhale, slowly fold at the hips, allowing that upper body to melt toward the floor. Breathe deeply in Adho Mukha Sukhasana. pushing that belly against the legs. Now don't worry, if you're here or you're here, your flexibility doesn't matter here. What matters is the idea of what you're doing and honoring where you're at. So, you'll see I'm not a very flexible person, but in this pose I am quite flexible. But wherever you're at, just honor it and be okay with it. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale completely. And just feel the strength in your body as you breathe and as you move. Feel the strength in your character. Inhale, sweep the palms all the way up, lift the gaze. Exhale, left palm to the floor, right palm draws up and over to the left while keeping the legs nice and heavy. Now you can stay right here, or you can flip that right or left palm over, creating like this circle of energy, and you can imagine like you're holding like a literal ball of energy right here, and just breathe right there. Or you can keep the palm down, or you can walk the palm far away. Find what works for you. Inhale, lift the right palm, lift the left palm, reach back behind you. Exhale, slowly fold at the hips. Keep the spine firmly grounded here. So your arms are reaching forward, your head is relaxed, your jaw is like very not clenched here, and your tailbone is grounding down toward your yoga mat. Breathe slowly and deeply, creating length throughout the spine. I am strong. Inhale, draw the belly and lift the arms all the way up, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, the right palm comes to the floor and the left draws up and over to the right. Again, you can find that ball of energy if you like, or you can let that right palm slide out. Whatever works for you here, find what feels best. Inhale, lift the left palm, lift the right palm. Exhale, the hands come to the heart. Bow the head in Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes. Pause for a moment and just notice how you feel. Take a moment of gratitude for this body that moves and takes you everywhere you need to go, this vessel of life that you've been gifted. Now take a moment of gratitude for all those amazing people in your life, be it past, present, or those that you feel are coming into your future. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release. Go ahead and come onto all fours in tabletop position. The knees align under the hips. The palms align under the shoulders. The fingers spread nice and wide. Press into your fingertips. Really honor that wrist joint. Now, inhale. Scoop the tailbone up. Push the belly down. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Smile. Bring a little joy to your practice. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, arch the back, drop the chin to the chest. This is that nice scaredy cat pose. Inhale, press the belly down, lift the tail, lift the gaze, smile, sway back cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, tailbone tucks, back arches, chin drops to chest. Now just let your breath and your body carry you in your own flow, really honoring this spinal flexion. If you want to stay in one side of the pose or another, you just find what feels best to you. Now from here, come back to table pose. I want you to inhale deeply, slide the toes of the right foot back behind you, keep the toes curled on the floor, and as you exhale and take your next few breaths, just gently teeter-totter or seesaw back and forth. Continue pressing into the fingertips so that you don't cave in on the wrist. The belly's drawn in to support you. And you're really reaching that right heel back to get a very good stretch through the Achilles tendon, even the arch of the foot, the calf, and then slowly come back. Now from here, inhale, lift the leg, that right leg up until the leg is parallel to the floor. And as you exhale, bend the knee, lifting the foot toward the ceiling. Point the toes up to the sky, inhale. And as you exhale and take your next few breaths, just gently pulse that foot up toward the sky, really creating a very good stretch and exercise for the gluteal muscles. Continue breathing. Pressing into the fingertips, honoring the wrists, the belly's drawn in and supporting of the spine. You're really finding that support from within because you are strong. Now slowly release that right knee to the floor. Open the knees as wide as your yoga mat. Bring the two big toes together. Slowly relax the hips to the heels. Extend the palms out away from you and just find a way to rest in extended child's pose. Now, if you can't come all the way down, that's fine. You can stay here, you can come here, you can grab a block, a pillow, a blanket, and you can come here. Find what works for you. This pose is really good for people who have lower back issues because it's a really great releasing pose, so just breathe deeply. Find a moment of rest. Now when you're ready, press into the fingertips. Inhale, draw the palms under the shoulders, and as you exhale, slowly lift the body, coming back into table pose. Bringing the knees back under the hips, the palms under the shoulders. The belly draws in to support the spine. Inhale, slide the left toes back on the floor behind you. And as you exhale, just gently seesaw or saw yourself back and forth. Again, really reaching through that back heel, finding that stretch through the whole bottom part of that left leg. Come back to center. Draw that belly in. Inhale, lift that left leg until it's parallel to the floor. And when you're ready, bend the knee and point the toes to the sky. And when you're ready, gently pulse that foot up toward the ceiling. Continue breathing. Continue pressing into the yoga mat with both hands. Unclench your jaw. Release the left knee to the floor. Now from here, we're going to bring both elbows down to the floor where the palms just were. So now our forearms are parallel to each other and your hands are either parallel to each other or you can interlace the fingers. From here, I want you to walk your knees back and slowly bring the hips down on the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. The elbows draw along that lower rib cage. The crown extends away from the body, finding length in the spine. Now, if there's any fussiness at all in your neck or your back, don't hesitate to release. You can always stack the forearms and just rest the forehead on the forearms. Breathe. The tops of the feet just rest on the floor. Inhale, slowly bring the palms under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and as you exhale, slowly lift back into table pose. Now from here, I want you to go ahead and come on down to your back. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to make you stand today. This is a nice floor practice. Come on down to your back, keep your knees bent. Your feet are parallel to each other and parallel to the sides of your mat, and they're placed about hip width apart. Your hands come down to the floor beside you, palms face down. Your shoulder blades relax down your back away from your ears. Now, inhale, draw that belly in, and as you exhale, press into your hands and feet and slowly lift the hips up into the sky. Continue pressing into your hands and feet. Your thighs are parallel to each other. Your knees don't drop apart. Now you can stay here or you can interlace the hands under the hips and you can extend your knuckles toward your heels. Your shoulder blades are together behind the heart. Your hips lift above the heart. Your heart is lifted above the chin. The chin gently angles toward the ceiling. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Breathe. Now slowly release the hands, bringing them face down to the floor beside you. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly release the hips all the way down. Once your hips meet the floor, lift the feet. Bend the knees, bring the knees in toward the heart, and you can either bring your hands to your thighs or you can wrap them around your shins. When you're ready, just rock side to side. Apanasana, knees to heart pose. We're going to do that again. So slowly bring the feet to the floor, keeping the knees bent. The hands come down to your sides, face down. The shoulder blades come down away from the ears. Inhale, draw the belly in, press away from the floor. And as you exhale, lift the hips. Keep the knees parallel to each other. The hips lift toward the sky. The heart lifts toward the chin. Relax the face. Continue breathing. This is a beautiful, very healthy inversion. Now from right here, inhale, and as you exhale, very slowly release the hips to the floor. When they get there, lift the feet, draw the knees to the heart, gently rock side to side. And just slowly rotate the ankles each way a couple times. Notice if you're having any popping. And then relax the feet. Bring the hands to the belly. Close the eyes. Inhale through the nose and draw that breath deep into the low belly. Fill the belly. Feel the hands lift as the belly fills until your belly's so full you have to draw that breath up into the heart, filling that whole heart and chest cavity until you feel this at the throat. Pause when you feel the breath at the throat. Exhale slowly and completely. The heart space descends, your low rib cage contracts, your belly softens. Again, inhale deep into the belly first until you have to pull that breath up into the heart until you feel it at the throat. Pause. Exhale slowly and completely. Allow yourself to do 10 of these 3-part yogi breaths. If at any point during your pranayama you feel dizzy or lightheaded or faint, don't hesitate to stop and resume your normal breath. Pranayama is extremely important. It's actually the 4th limb of yoga out of 8, and it's not one that we should take lightly or forget to do or blow off doing. As you do your breaths, I'll just kind of fill you in on a few really cool points on pranayama. So 1, it improves your focus. 2, it improves your ability to receive information. So that's kind of like focus, but it's like you also cognitively can respond to that information. 3, your hemoglobin, which is your red blood cell, literally when you practice pranayama, it literally is able to bind oxygen to itself more readily, which means your cells, each and every cell, then gets more oxygen to it with each breath and each part of the respiration process, which not only gives more oxygen, which is, more fuel and goodness to the cell, but it also helps it readily release toxins and decayed material, getting rid of that waste way more easily and readily. So it's very good for us for many reasons. Not just that, but it allows us to rest better. It improves our circulation. I mean, there's just so many benefits. You can Google it when you're done with your practice if you don't believe me. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale slowly. Just remember that with each breath you take. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale. Now when you've completed your pranayama, go ahead, allow the knees to bend if they're not already. Here comes Biscuit. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Open the arms wide, or maybe it feels better to bring them into that field goal position, whatever works for you. Now, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, gently allow the left knee and the right foot to come down toward the floor on the right. If it comes to the floor, great. If not, great. Now, if you have hip issues, this may not be good for you. You may want to get a blanket or a bolster or a block and bring it right here and support this thigh and foot. So just really honor what you have going on. Your gaze can be up at the ceiling or it can be over the right shoulder. Find what feels better to you. Breathe slowly and deeply. Inhale, draw the belly in, slowly lift the body back to center. Keep that foot on that knee. And as you exhale, lift that left foot. Wrap both hands around the left thigh, interlacing the fingers around the thigh. And you can keep the left knee bent or you can straighten the leg. And if you have no neck issues, you can inhale, and as you exhale, carve a line with the knee or with the nose toward the knee. Notice I said toward, not to. Find what works for you. There's always many levels and different variations you can take to make this work for you. You can relax your head, neck, and shoulders if you like. You can rotate that left ankle. This is a really good pigeon variation. Inhale, slowly release the left foot to the floor if it's not already. Release the right foot. And just gently allow the knees to kind of windshield wiper from side to side. Again, if you have hip issues, this may not be as comfortable for you. So just honor where you're at. Come back to stillness. This time the left ankle is going to cross on top of the right knee. Find what you want to do with your arms here. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, allow the left foot and right knee to drop toward the floor on the right side. Again, you may need to prop with a block or a blanket. That's fine. Your gaze can be wherever is the most comfortable for your neck. Breathe. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, come back to center. Lift that right foot, interlace the fingers around the right thigh. And again, you can stay here. You can actually leave the foot on the floor, or you can be here. You can straighten that knee. You can lift the gaze or lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Whatever works best for you. You can rotate that right ankle a couple of times. I am strong. Let that permeate throughout your whole being. Inhale, slowly begin to release that right foot. Allow the left foot to slowly come down to the floor. And just pause and notice how you feel. Now from here, let the knees drop apart, the soles of the feet come together. Your hands can rest on your belly, on your hips. They can open wide at your sides. They can come up. Find what works best for you. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose. Breathe deep into that low pelvis. Send all that oxygen-rich blood to your pelvic organs. Getting a great stretch through the groin. Beautiful restorative pose. And again, if you're having problems here, don't hesitate to prop. Don't hesitate to grab blocks or pillows or whatever and bring them right under these knees. Bring the hands to the sides of the thighs. Draw the knees up. Lift the feet. Bring the knees into the heart. Wrap the arms around the shins or thighs and rock. Massage your spine. Now bring the hands to the tops of the knees and just begin to draw circles with the knees. Great big circles. This is a really cool way to massage your own back and hips. It's nice. It uses the weight of your own body. When you're ready, reverse the direction you're traveling with your great big circles. And then slowly come back to stillness. Bring the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift the palms up. Exhale, knees gently drop toward the right. Your arms reach up and over toward the left. Breathe into that left side body. Inhale, bring everything to center. Exhale, knees drop toward the left. Your arms reach up and over toward the right. Breathe. Inhale to center. Exhale, slowly lift the right foot and settle it down at the end of your yoga mat. Inhale, draw the belly and lift the left foot and extend it. And as you exhale, just stretch. And just with your next few breaths, just stretch that full body, fingertips to the tips of your toes, stretch. And then slowly relax. Let the palms slowly come down to the floor at your side. Close your eyes. This is the best part of your practice. This is your yoga nap, so gift yourself with it. This is where all of the nutrients and goodness of your practice are nourished to your body. So just take your time for Shavasana. Allow the forehead to smooth. Allow your teeth to separate slightly, relaxing through the jaw. Your shoulders relax, your heart space relaxes, your belly goes soft. Let your legs relax. Your legs slightly drop apart as they release every amount of tension in them. Feel your whole body grow very heavy on your yoga mat. So, bring your attention to your body. Notice your body lying right on your yoga mat, the weight of it. Feel yourself supported by your mat. Feel your mat supported by the floor, which is supported by the earth. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling slowly through the nose, drawing the breath into your low belly. Pause. Then slowly, audibly exhale through the mouth. And as you take your next deep breath, bring in more oxygen, enlivening your body. I am strong. And as you exhale, have this deep sense of relaxing completely. You can notice your connection to your mat, the weight, the pressure, the vibration, the heat. Notice your legs against the floor. Pressure, pulsing, heaviness, lightness. Notice your back, your alignment, your core. Bring your attention into your stomach area. If the core is tense or tight, let it soften. Take a deep breath in, draw the belly up and in toward the spine. Exhale, let the belly go soft. Notice your hands. See if you can relax them. Allow them to soften. Open them widely, spreading the fingers out, feeling the webbing between the fingers. Then close the hands tightly, balling them into fists, feeling the fingernails against the flesh of your palms. Now open them gently and allow them just to be. Notice your arms, feeling any tension in your arms. Let your shoulders be soft, heavy. Notice the neck and throat. Relax. Allow them to soften. Soften through the jaw. Let the face and facial muscles all relax, allowing your forehead to smooth. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale. Notice your whole body present. Take one more deep breath, drawing it in deeply into that low belly. Exhale slowly. And allow yourself this next few moments just to relax in Shavasana. And in a few moments, I'll bring you out of it. If you get distracted, that's okay. Just bring yourself back to your breath. Whatever you have to do to bless yourself with this Shavasana. Allow your awareness to come back. Begin to wiggle your fingers and move your toes and your feet, just bringing that life and energy back to your limbs. Smile. Bring a little happiness to your being. Inhale, sweep the palms all the way up and back behind you. And as you exhale, just stretch from the fingertips to the tips of the toes, just enlivening your being. And then bend the knees, draw them in toward the heart space, and wrap your arms around the shins or the thighs and gently rock side to side. Bring that energy back to your spine. And when you're ready, let both knees fall to the floor on the right, unless you're pregnant, then go to the left. And just find a moment, draw your hands over, just rest comfortably, peacefully, like a little kid, just be comfortable. matter how hard it gets, stick your chest out, keep your head up, and handle it. Tupac, me against the world. Inhale. I am strong. Exhale. When you're ready, come up to a seat, finding your alignment of head over heart, heart over pelvis. And just close your eyes and just notice the benefit of your practice. Notice that subtle buzz of energy throughout your whole body. Notice the differences from the beginning to now. Draw the hands together at the heart, bow the head to the sea of tranquility. My soul honors your soul. I honor the radiant light that exudes from you, that beautiful spark of life, for it is in me as well. In it we are together. For everything that divides us, in this we are united. We are one. I honor you. Namaste. I hope that you are well and healthy, and I cannot wait to see you soon. Until then, peace out.